Welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men Show, a show for men, by men, promoting thoroughness, condemning drippiness. We are back again, ladies and gentlemen. And man, this episode, man, we had an episode not too long ago called People Ain't Shit, P.A.S. for short, so we don't have to be vulgar all over the place. But man, we coming back with a part two to that topic. And today, man, I got my co-host P, Chef P, with me, man. How you doing today, man?
I can't complain, brother. It's a blessing to be here, you dig?
Yes, sir, man. You're an Eagle fan, so you definitely blessed. So I mean,
Well, we got a game. We got a big one tonight. We'll see how it goes.
y'all play Seattle.
Yeah,
Y'all in Seattle?
yeah.
Well, yeah. I hope y'all bring it home, man. I ain't got too much left.
I think we're gonna roll through them like we've been rolling through everybody else. I think they're nothing. They're nothing.
Yeah. I hope y'all do too, man. Bring it home to the East, man. Y'all. But man, like we said, man, our topic today is, man, P.A.S. Part 2. People ain't ish. You know what it is, man. We got a lot going on in the world. A lot of stuff where you can say, man, a lot of P.A.S. type stuff going on, man. And, man, if you really been looking at the news lately, one of the biggest P.A.S. moments or P.A.S. things that's really going on in the world is the Libyan slave trade that's taking place in Libya, man. Man, you heard about that, man?
Yes, I have heard about that.
Man, is that not the craziest thing you've heard? Well, I guess it's not crazy.
Nah, it's far from the crazy thing, but it's definitely something that's fairly messed up, man. Modern day slave trade. I don't wish it upon any human being.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you look at it and just be like, this can't be happening. Because, you always think of like the transatlantic slave trade when you talk about, like, and that was centuries ago. So now when you look at, damn, it's really still going on today, it's like, wow, what all has to take place for that to happen? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at this Libyan situation, people gotta understand. A few years ago, what was it? 5, 6 years ago, they assassinated Gaddafi, and it ain't been the same ever since. So now what you got, and what a lot of people don't understand is, probably give you a backdrop to what's really going on, is that when you look at this Libyan thing, like I said, they assassinated Gaddafi about 5 years ago, give or take. And once they did that, the country became destabilized. Right now, they're in the process. They're in the middle of a civil war. And what's going on is that you have a lot of sub-Saharan Africans trying to escape all that and trying to get over across the Mediterranean Sea to get to Italy. But what's happening is just like when you look at America and Mexico, you got a lot of people being smuggled. In this case, we just trying to smuggle across the border. They trying to smuggle across the border. It's almost like a Cuban trying to get to Florida or something, just for an example. But when you look at what happened is, Italy has said that they don't want these people to keep coming to their country. So what they doing is paying some of these smugglers to kind of slow down all the refugees trying to get into the country. So now you look up, if you a refugee trying to seek refuge in Italy, you trapped, and now you stuck in Libya, where you're being detained as like, because you're not legally there. So now you're in these detention centers that are overwhelmed by all the people trying to seek refuge. So when you think about it, and what's going on now is that you're starting to see these places. I think it was CNN had a video where a man they was shown selling somebody. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when you look at that, that's basically the gist of it. You stuck in, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You just like stuck in the middle of, you in a war-torn country and you trying to get out and to better your situation, but the country that you trying to escape to is like, nah, we not having that. You got to stay over there. You know what I'm saying? So man, what is your thoughts on that, man?
Well, my thoughts are, first of all, you got to look at it from all points of view. You can't just say, okay, well, it's messed up. Yeah, it's messed up that this trade of human beings is taking place and lives are being lost and people are being raped and abused, and it's awful. But at the same time, what is the responsibility of these governments to do with these people that technically aren't their citizens? What do you do? I'm not saying rape them and sell them, but what do you do? Do you integrate them into your population and possibly create a population overflow of your own, or possibly introduce some sort of foreign pathogen to your own society? I mean, there are millions of different scenarios that can take place. You know, you have to have different vaccinations to go from one place to another sometimes. They don't want you to just go in there if you don't have a certain vaccination. So you gotta weigh all this. I think what they should do is just send them back.
I mean, send them back to where though? They running for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Where they came from, man.
I mean, you gotta think about it. These people, they not asking for like a little bit of sugar. They like, man, these people shooting at me. They out here trying to get at me. I'm trying to get up out of here. And you like, nah, you can't come over here. So now you stuck in the concentration camp. And I see what you're saying, which I mean, but what you don't, one thing that I learned today is that, you know, America just rejected this immigration thing today. And said, because all the countries was coming together to try to come up with this immigration treaty or some type of immigration act, but America said, nah, we gonna make our own rules. We're not even gonna go by what everybody else want to go by. So that's one of them things. That's a game changer, because you see the immigration issues we have in America. So I think this could play into a bigger thing with this situation in Libya, because you're looking at a situation that could, right now, you talking about people going for as low as $400. Like, that in itself is a P.A.S. moment. Like, and not to try to make light of a situation of slavery, but to be sold for $400, man, I would be mad. I would feel some type of way about that. I would just be like, man, wait a minute. Man, you got to put me back up on the block, man. We got to start this. Because think about it. $400, where does the bidding begin at if you sell somebody for $400? You know what I'm saying? I would be mad. I mean, would that not be a blow to your self-esteem? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, myself, I'm like, man, I think I deserve to go for at least 1,000. You know what I'm saying? At least 1,000.
Well, look at it like this. They're selling these people to do what? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to have these people chained up and building a railroad or something? What are you buying these people for?
Man, that's the thing. What are you buying them for? Because they just selling them as merchandise, quote unquote merchandise. So basically,
right. So what is the buyer getting? You're getting a person. What is he?
He's getting a person to do
chained up somewhere. Because other than that, motherfucker just walk off.
Nah, not necessarily. I don't know if they come with ownership papers like a dog or something or what, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you own this person.
If you come in with ownership papers, that's fine.
You own this person.
What I'm saying is, what are you buying this person to do? Because unless you're going to have him chained up somewhere 24/7, eventually motherfuckers going to walk off. Motherfucker been trying to get somewhere from for a long time. So you're going to take him to a new place, he going to walk off.
Not necessarily, man. Look, man, what they say, you got people, these people are being beaten shit. You know, they getting raped. You might be,
I understand
you
that,
might
but what
buy
are you
him.
buying a person to do? Beat him and rape him?
Nah, but you got to think
so
about it. Stockholm syndrome is a real thing, brother. You know what I'm saying? So you could do all types of stuff to them. They might come to love you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, slavery. Think about it. If you stay enslaved, if you enslave a person's mind, think just on some Willie Lynch level. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we gonna do everything. We bring up the Willie Lynch papers. We break them again. We break them mentally. Eventually, they gonna come to like being slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where you look and you like, damn, this is deep right here, that you can still sell slaves in today's society. Because what you saying is, they could walk off.
That's not what they're saying. What they're saying is that they're buying those slaves for organ. They're taking their organs.
You think so? You think so? For
You know, those
$400?
slaves on the black market is real big, huge business.
True.
And that's what they're buying those slaves for.
So you
To
think
harvest their organs.
they murking them soon as they
Oh,
buying
they
them?
got to. They got to. If I'm buying you and taking your kidney and your heart and your lung, what you gonna have?
So I'm gonna buy you for $400 to murk you and cut you
Because
up.
that $400 is going to make me $10,000 or more.
It's not funny, but man, people ain't shit, son.
Oh.
So you made
You know, they're selling kidney online for $10,000.
just
You know
one
what I'm
kidney
saying?
or a pair of kidneys.
Kidney really bad might cost you $100,000 if you got the right type.
Yeah.
So imagine you buying kidneys and hearts and lungs from motherfuckers for $400. You selling them for, you might make $1 million off of one person.
But nah, for $400, think about that though. For $400, you can't be healthy for $400.
Yeah, you can be whatever I need you to be for $400. I'll make you healthy.
Look, man, hold on. A healthy person, like I said, for you to go for $400, you cannot be healthy. And that's my thinking. Because if I get you, I'm not gonna pay top dollar for an unhealthy looking person. $400 for a person.
You're not gonna pay top dollar for no person because we ain't buying slaves. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is that these people are being sold and harvested. Because my question to you earlier was, what are they buying these people for? And I just gave you the answer to my question. That's all. I wanted to, get us back on topic.
Yeah. All right, but that's not the only thing they buying. They gotta be tricking them out.
Nah, because what else is you buying a person for $400? Like I keep saying, what is you do? You want them to work in your yard? You gonna have them chained up? I mean, what the fuck? Because I walked off. One day you wasn't looking and I walked the fuck off. Unless you had me chained up, I just left. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean?
Sometimes I think you oversimplifying it, man. I think these people coming and they will bust your head wide open over here, man.
You thinking that they got security on top of the fence with AK-47s watching these people pick cotton?
I do. I think they got. I mean, for you to really engage in slavery nowadays, you got to be about it. I don't think you're dealing with just like a civilian. I think you're dealing with somebody that'll really knock you upside your head and be chopping you up and stuff.
I ain't buying no forced labor, Joe. It's plenty of people that want to work. I had that much money. I didn't buy no forced labor. You didn't buy no forced labor. You bought some labor, dog. You bought them to harvest their organs, B. You made $1 million off a person. You didn't get them to work in your cotton field.
The harvesting thing is a yeah, that makes point. But where do you go to buy harvested organs on the black market?
Black market. Just where you go to get anything that's illegal.
You know,
if you want it, you can find it. You know that. They got something that they call in the dark web. You seen that? You ever did?
Hey, you know what? I've always wondered, like, yeah, that's where they found all that child porn and shit, right?
Nah, they found that child porn on the regular web. You know that?
Nah, but they said that hardcore shit is on the dark web, man.
Oh yeah, that's where they found those snuff films.
Yeah, like
where they fucking people and killing people for real.
Like where they be having where they be like having them held up in a kidnap type situation, recording them and streaming
on some star shit.
Yeah, you know, like wow, that shit crazy. But man, I mean, but I guess you could buy a person to do whatever you want them to do. I mean, I guess if you need somebody to farm, you need somebody to go sex traffic. I mean, you need somebody to harvest their organs. I'm just saying, either way, I would just feel some type of way for $400, man. I think.
Man, you wouldn't feel no type of way. You'd be so concerned and worried about what was going on, you wouldn't even have time to be thinking about what they sold you for. Plus, you probably wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? We saying it's an auction. We thinking it's like the old school slave auction. It's probably a silent auction. You probably don't get to hear what they're bidding on you. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting in the corner somewhere crying, and their ass is over there talking about $400 for that nigga right there.
But true. But let me ask you this. Do you think being sold into slavery is better than sitting in a detention center?
Hell nah. I don't want to be sold into slavery before they can cut my heart and my lungs and liver out, nigga. I'm sitting in the detention center. At least if we ain't here, we might can try to start a ride or try to escape. You know, I'm always trying to escape, dog. I ain't never just gonna sit there, dog. I'm trying to escape.
But
So
where you escaping to, man?
I don't know, dog, but
you
I don't want to
escaping
be
into a
sold.
war-torn country, dog.
I don't want to be sold by nobody, man. I'd rather try to escape. Let me try to escape.
But man, why we on the option of talking about war, man? We got to really start
Because
paying
nice
attention.
bitch, man, we got a president that put us in a position where what else do you talk about?
My God, I don't know if this even avoidable now. I guess your man Kim Jong Un, they just confirmed they got rockets that could hit the mainland. So,
yeah, they also said that those rockets probably broke up when they entered back into the atmosphere. You saw that?
Yeah, but they always saying whatever. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
if it took them all this time to develop that, imagine what we got. I'm gonna tear them a new one. If they drop a bomb, they're gonna get torn a new one. And that's just for that.
But
I'm hoping that they don't be dumb enough to do that.
You can't be playing with nukes, man. You cannot be playing with nukes, man. People gotta realize one thing, that there's only been one nuclear weapon ever, or two. That's Nagasaki, Hiroshima. And that was 70, 80 years ago. And that killed 250,000 people. So you can imagine the damage that a bomb or nuke could do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You talking about devastation. You understand? That can't even be an option on any level.
It's gotta be an option though, B.
It can't be an option, man.
Why build them if it's not an option?
Because I think it's more of it's just like everybody got a gun nowadays. I think it starts negotiations. You know what I'm saying? Like if we both got guns, you got guns, I got guns, let's talk. Nobody wants to, we know we could lay everything out, but let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now we in a delicate situation right now, because we about to fire or about to oust the Secretary of State. You know what I'm saying? And he already done fucked up the Department of State because he done made a whole lot of cuts to the budget. So we already underfunded and understaffed on that level, and we in the middle of trying to talk about going to war with this fool. You know what I'm saying? And you got our president who don't know how to back down. He don't know nothing about diplomacy whatsoever. And that's the scary part about him, is that, man, you're not even talking. You tweeting this shit, but you have to be diplomatic. You gotta approach this thing with diplomacy all the way, because they don't give a shit. You can't tighten the ropes on them. You keep sanctioning them and shit, but they ain't got nothing anyway. What else you gonna take from them? You know what I'm saying? You just sitting out here. That shit don't work. What you gonna drop another sanction on me when we already sanctioned to the limit? So what are you gonna do?
So let me ask you this: if sanctions not gonna work, you're saying we can't use the nuclear as an option. So what are you suggesting that we do?
Man, you gotta stop, man. Look, it's just like, okay, you gotta talk with this person. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk.
Talking. They've been talking for years. The talking is Kim Jong-un wants his nuclear arsenal to be comparable, because he's a nutcase and he thinks that somebody wants that little piece of shit island that they got. And he don't want nobody to come in there and disrupt this whole communist thing he got over there. So the rest of the world is like, well, what do you need him for? And nobody fucking with you. But at the same time, he's a madman. And he's a madman in a little boy's body. He's the equivalent of Donald Trump. You ever read about what they got going on in Korea?
That's my point, though, is that you dealing with the same person. Both of these people got weapons. Let him have his weapons. Let's talk. I mean, you the same type of motherfucker. So it's like, all right, why is we sitting up here beefing on Twitter and taking pictures every day? Sit down and let's talk. Because I got guns, I got bombs, you got bombs. We already know that. All right, now let's negotiate something. You know
what I think they should do, B? I think they should agree to disagree.
Exactly. Just be like, look, man.
Don't fuck with us, we ain't gonna fuck with y'all.
Exactly. I'll send Dennis Rodman and the basketball players over there to come play some basketball.
Nah, I ain't sending nobody over there. Don't send nobody over here. Don't fuck with us. We ain't gonna fuck with y'all. In the meantime, I'm gonna make sure I got some defenses and shit just in case y'all get froggy. And that's it. Cause why even negotiate with somebody don't have nothing? What do they have to offer us?
But,
You know what I'm saying?
but that's
Korean
the point.
basketball players. We don't need no motherfucking Korean basketball players.
Now, how long North Korea been in play? For
Like
at least
since the end of the Korean War.
Yeah. So it's like so we already know that we've been dealing with them for a long time. Just keep dealing with them. How does it jump to like we escalate?
Just don't deal with them. Why are we talking about North Korea and their military officers? I was sending my envoy and my State Department people over there to say, look, Mr. Kim, no disrespect. Don't fuck with us. We ain't gonna fuck with y'all. Don't negotiate with us. We're not gonna send y'all nothing. Don't send us nothing. You know what I'm saying? We'll deal with South Korea. They make baskets and shit too. We don't need y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
But
and that's how I would carry it. And then at the same time, I would build up some defenses just in case they get funny. So we can just block this shit out and fuck them up. Because you know our military is stronger than theirs anyway.
True,
Don't even talk to them. It's like what you do with a friend who treated you and showed you that he ain't shit. You like, you know what? Stay on your side of the street. I'm going to stay on my side of the street.
True that. But if that friend keeps taking little jabs at you,
you punch him in the mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
What you got to do is you got to stop listening to him. Because as long as you don't fuck with me, I ain't going to fuck with you.
It's easier said than done.
When you start shooting.
It's easier said than done. If you keep jabbing, you keep poking me, you keep poking me.
The only other way is to wipe them off the map, B.
And see, but that's the thing. That's the thing. We have threatened to utterly destroy them.
We should destroy them.
But you can't be talking like that with nukes, man. That's all I'm saying. Like
we got two options. We either tell them fuck y'all, don't fuck with us, and we don't fuck with y'all, or we destroy them. Because other than that, like you said, they will keep poking the bear.
But you know what though? If you drop the nukes, it's gonna be a North Korean slave trade going on. Cause everybody gonna try to get up out of there, and they gonna start selling their ass too. So you not.
The world is a bad place.
It is, man. It's a terrible place, man.
You know, it's always casualties of war.
But man, hold up, man. You got your homeland is no good anymore. You gotta wait 100 years before you can ever step foot back on it, cause there's all this radiation in it. So now I can't find. Don't nobody want us nowhere else. We
If they don't want that war, what I suggest to North Korean people do is overthrow their government, because he treat them like shit. Other than that,
but they too weak, man.
Chance of getting wiped off the map. I wouldn't keep. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, I wouldn't keep playing with him. He keep threatening the world.
But see, man, you on some Nat Turner shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But them people,
like you don't remember me.
Them people probably weak. He not feeding them and shit, man. So you gotta realize, man.
Well, they better eat something and go take over the government, dog, because he treat them like shit. Ain't about to get them fucked up, dog.
But let me ask you this though, for real, some real stuff. What do you think we do with our president? Because you ain't gonna tell me, okay, you went through Clinton, you went through Bush, and you went through Obama, and yeah, cuz was popping off at the mouth, but it ain't never been this tense until we got this dude in office. What do we do about our dude?
What can we do, B? What can we do? The whole game is rigged. It was rigged for him to get in office in the first place. That's what the whole debate is about. The fact that the Russians and him had collusion in getting him elected. You know what I'm saying? So anything we try to do, if we try to get him out by election, they're liable to cheat again like they did with George Bush last time. You know what I'm saying? We're not strong enough in sex militarily to go in there and strong arm him out of there. We can't. They talking about impeachment, but you know how hard it is to impeach a president for real?
You know what though? I think this is just my conspiracy. I think the Me Too people gonna get to him. I think that's what's gonna happen. Cause what's gonna happen is Kanye's gonna step down, and that's gonna set the new precedents. And what you gonna see is after Kanye step down, they gonna force Franklin to step down, and they gonna force what's the buddy in Alabama that raped all the girls? They gonna force all them. Cause see, you gotta realize with that Me Too thing, back in the day when you caught a harassment charge, you paid, you settled with a chick, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you catching the harassment charge, they fire your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's no talking, and it's on straight allegations. We ain't even talking about you caught me red-handed. We talking about yeah, somebody he said she said stuff, and you out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I think once they get rid of Kanye's gonna fold under the pressure because for the first time you starting to see other lawmakers be like, you need to step aside.
He shouldn't fold.
He shouldn't
fold. It ain't fair. Al Franken ain't fold, and he got more people on his case than him.
Donald he ain't Trump fold yet.
Fold, and he's been having allegations for 20 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Why the black man got fold?
Because he is the one that's going to fold, and that's going to open up that's going to open up Pandora's box, man. Once he fold, they all got to fold. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as he fold, they going after Trump. Because he already got allegations out there. So as soon as he fold, they going right after him, and he going to be up out of there. Because by the time, and that movement right there is real. So you got to understand that if we try to impeach him any other way, it'll take years for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? By the time we get through all that, he'd be out of office anyway. So I think
Bill Clinton got his dick jerked and sucked in the Oval Office and lied about it to Congress. And did not have to fold, dog. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump don't fold. What you talking about?
I'm telling you.
Donald Trump gonna make up something and act like it's everybody's fault but his. And
not this time, brother. Not this time, brother. That Me Too thing.
Trump gonna fire the Supreme Court. You know he like firing people.
That Me Too thing is real. You can't fire a Supreme Court justice. What you gonna do? You can't do it. But the Me Too gonna get him up out of there, man. I'm telling you. Watch. In another.
I hope so. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Because I don't know any other way they can get him up out of there.
I don't think they're gonna get him out of there, dog. The bastards are smart, man.
I'm telling you, man.
It's like he's impervious to the lies.
The Me Too.
They keep on saying everything, and he just keeps blocking. He just make up something, and they just go with it.
He ain't saying nothing like this Me Too thing, man. That shit real. It's about to get to him. The pressure is gonna get to everybody. This women movement is real, bruh. And I'm telling you now, if you better get out the way, cause they smashing everything in their way, man. It's not a game.
I hope so.
I hope they get his ass up out of there. We need to. But the thing about it, if any of them fold, the only thing about that Me Too situation with Trump, even though I think that's gonna be the reason why they get him up out of there, it's also going to be the reason why our government will never be the same. Because once they get him out of there, we're going to be having re-elections every 2 weeks. Because everybody got some creepy shit.
There's no re-elections. After they get him out of there, Mike Pence becomes the president.
I'm not even talking about the president. I'm talking about these senators and these congressmen, man. Because, oh, man, when you think about all of them got some shady stuff going on, man.
But it ain't enough to topple their candidacies. Look at the dude down in Alabama. He still got 50% of the vote, and he saw it. Yeah. People do what they want to do. B, don't worry about that. You ain't have to worry about that.
True that.
Because his people ain't shit. So they're not even thinking about the fact that you hear what the lady said that it was. What she say? She would rather have a child molester in the office than a Democrat or something goofy like that. I mean, this was a person saying something like that, young. Yeah. I mean, really, dog?
God. Damn, people ain't shit, B.
Part 2, baby.
For real, man. We are at the end of another episode of the Are We Not Men Show, a show for men, by men, promoting thoroughness, condemning drippiness. And if you ain't learned nothing during this episode, you learned that, man, go Eagles. And that people ain't shit. All day, every day, man. So, to the next time we see you, man, don't be stupid. And just try to live a better life. Be more righteous. I ain't saying you gotta be religious or nothing. Just be good.
Better than the last time.
Yeah, just do good, man. You know, if you see somebody struggling, help them out. Don't sell them for $400. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's don't be cutting people up neither, man. That's you gotta be a certain type of individual.
Stop filling on people's butt in the workplaces and get you fired.
But wait a minute, hey, back to that, man.
Stop playing grab ass at the job.
Hey, for real. Hey, but just be smart, man. That Me Too thing is real, man. Watch y'all back out here, man. So to the next time we see y'all, man, Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all be easy. And man, remember, P.A.S. all day, part 2.